Check 1, 2. Tell these
Take
rappers
the
I'm
guard.
outside, get them start acting up. Turning hoes to housewives and cleaning the ratchet up. Do it all from boom back to melody rap. If they can put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like logic simplicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't see it. That's it. Welcome to Reset.
Fuck everybody on the front. When we see you in the finals, bring that same energy, nigga.
Yeah. Live and direct on your screen once again. It is another episode of Knicks and Ish. Y'all already know the vibe. Boo. I am the Parlay Lord, aka Fraz Taz, in the building as always with the Knicks and Ish panel. We got the First Lady of Mrs. Knicks to the bottom. That's Anna, Mrs. Knicks right there. We got Big Bro, our beloved co-host Kev Rodriguez in the building. And as always, our gracious host, the one and only Tea Time in the building. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to everybody who's here watching, who's gonna be here watching. Jimmy J1 in the building. Shout out Big Bro. What up, cuz? We see you out here. Let me see who else is in the building real quick. A Knicks fan just entered the chat. JJ. Shout out to JJ on the pull-up. Don't forget, everybody. Press like for your favorite panel. Wait, but before we do that, Darlene in the building as always. Shout out our loyal Darlene. Always appreciated in the building.
JJ, but Darlene was goody.
As a reminder, press like for your favorite panel. Sharing as always, Karen. If you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Make sure you got your notification bell set to all so you get all of the notifications when we go live. Now, let's get into this Knicks Bucks game. As y'all saw earlier, the Knicks won by a lot. To quote my guy Tea Time, 140 to 106. And as always, let's go around the panel and get the initial reaction from the panel.
Yeah, we kicked ass today. We kicked ass today, as we should. This is the response that you would want to see when you take a bad loss like we did against the Oklahoma City Thunder. We turned around and had another tough game against a really good team. For those of you that might be out there that might want to try to downplay this W, don't do it, because the Bucks is absolutely playing great basketball these last few weeks. So this was definitely a tough challenge. Giannis and Dame coming to the Garden. We know how superstars like to come to the Garden and show out, but we was have none of that today. JB said no, team, and follow the captain. I'm going to show you what we need to do. And he got out and got straight to work, straight to business. He came on the court with a proverbial suit and tie and got straight to work. Everybody's trying to put these young players with length pause on JB, and JB continuously show y'all, if this is what y'all going to do, I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to school these young boys. He had Beauchamp on the bench early with early foul troubles doing this thing. There's a lot that I could talk about. I don't want to be long-winded. I don't want to steal the rest of the panel's thunder, so I'll be back.
I'll catch you on lap 2, T-Time, like always.
Hold on. You got to give them how many points he had in the first quarter.
Yeah, he had 23.
23,
Mm-hmm.
That's
23.
Wait, what was the shooting percentage? 7 for 11?
7 of 11, 63%
Oh my
from
God.
the field.
He was on a absolute heater. But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Whoever next.
Man.
Y'all know where I start. 29
Give it to it.
assists.
Yes, we want to hear that.
29 assists. One number that really kind of surprised me a lot because they are a much bigger team, taller team, is that we beat them in the paint today.
Mm-hmm.
60 to 52. That's huge for us. But I agree with T-Time. JB put the team on his shoulders. He said, this, y'all, I'm going to lead by example. He
Mm-hmm.
did it. Cat picked up where he left off, and the rest of the team followed suit. It was great to see. I was very happy that they didn't come up sluggish, being that it was an early game. I'm glad they didn't have their heads hung because of the loss that we took to OKC. We also out rebounded them by 10, 49-39. Again, for a smaller team, that's a huge thing. Our 3-point shot looked a lot better today. Big shout out to Campaign. He came off the bench lighting it up too.
Second
It just
quarter.
seemed very contagious tonight.
Is it that
Um,
one of his former teams?
Yeah.
He used to play for Milwaukee before he played for Phoenix, correct?
Briefly. He played for Milwaukee briefly. It was I don't think he
Yep.
played like even a whole season.
It was like half a season. Yeah, you're right.
but
It
it
was like
was
half
good
a
to
season.
see. And I mean, when we say contain the other team's big guys, that's what we did today. 24 and 22 from Lillard and Giannis. We can live with that. And it was good basketball to see, and I hope that they use this as a stepping stone to continue on.
Yeah.
Kev, Kev, talk to me,
Nah,
my guy.
listen. This is the urgency that we was asking for. You know,
Mm-hmm.
this is the kind of
Big facts.
play that we expect from the Knicks. Um, when they move the ball around and they're cutting and they're not chucking up threes, this is what you get. Games like this. In the first quarter, like y'all said, Jalen Brunson just took lead. Um, that's what we needed from the captain, right? And then in the second quarter, you notice that Cam only played like he played 4 minutes, 4 minutes and 43 seconds in the second quarter, and then that's when your man Campaign came and just went crazy in that quarter and scored 13 points. Um, when the ball moves, that's when you know the offense is kicking. Nobody could stop the Knicks when that ball moves. You know what I'm saying? So as long as they playing with that kind of aggression, we get games like this. We beat a significant team because everybody's always using the excuse. Everybody's best players out. They always beating injured teams. Tonight nobody was injured.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was injured. Everybody played. Their three top players played, and we still gave them work. On both sides of the course, not just offensively. I feel like or defensively we played well. Um, and we gave them fits. So you know we just got to keep playing like that.
Facts. I
Big
said it.
facts.
I said it
Nice.
on Facebook right after the game. If we play like this every night, we're every team's worst nightmare. Because
Hmm.
today's basketball was good basketball.
Yeah. Big facts. Fraz, talk to
Uh,
us, man.
yes, most certainly. I did say Cat was going to have a game. Cat had 30 and 18. This was a game for Cat to expose Brooke Lopez and get to his spot, make his shot. Cat, I can't speak enough on how much Cat has been valuable to this team since the trade. He's come in and literally he's putting up career numbers for us, and he's continuing to be consistent. I like the consistency with these double doubles. It's just I do want Cat to play a little more defense, and I want him to learn how to stay out of foul trouble. Those are only two things. But other than that, I don't have too much of gripe with Cat. Um, have do y'all did y'all know that we've blown out Milwaukee both games at the Garden this year?
Mm-hmm.
That is a very important aspect in terms of us trying to stay in the top four in the East and stay in a playoff seed. Um, One thing I did notice about this game, the Knicks started the second half with a 10-0 run, made them take two quick timeouts, and I think we went up by
Mm-hmm.
like 23. at that point in the game. We were up by like 23. And we had 75 points at halftime. I believe that's the most points at a half the Bucks have given up all season as well. And also the 140 points is the most points the Bucks have given up all season as well. Um Hold on, there was something else I wanted to say. Just to add on to Anna's point about containing Giannis and Lillard, Giannis shot 10 of 21 this game. He was shooting garbage this game. And I believe Lillard shot 8 for 17, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all could check me on that. Y'all know I'm usually in the ballpark with these
Mhm.
stats. Um,
Sure, Lillard, he
so
was 8 for 17.
Yeah.
thank you. So literally, when you hold the two best players on their team to a combined 18 for 39 shooting, couple that with holding the Bucks to under 30% from the 3-point line, this is a Knicks blowout. This is the recipe for a Knicks blowout win every game.
Mhm.
Every game. All right.
Yeah.
And one more thing before I land the plane. I'm not gonna be too long-winded. Where was it? Campaign, 18 points off the bench. Big gameplay from him, especially in the third when Brunson went out for a bit with that shoulder injury, and everybody was chomping at the bit, panicking a little bit because we didn't know how severe it was with Brunson till he came out the tunnel and was like, "Yeah, put me back in the game, coach. I got this."
He
When you
ain't
see
even
that
say it.
from
He just
he just
walked
said
in. He just walked
he
in.
put his finger he put his finger up and walked to
Yo,
the
that was
scorer's
scary. I
table.
ain't gonna hold you. I was like, oh man.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I think Nick Nation as a whole, like, simultaneously held their breath
I
when
Yo,
he
felt
the
so nauseous. I was like,
I felt like
oh.
MSG, like you could just hear a pin
like,
drop in MSG when that
yeah, like
happened, bro.
all the air
Yeah,
left the building.
it
But
did.
uh, you know that was a scary moment because my thought was like, why always it has to happen to the Knicks? That's what I was sitting here thinking. Every time something goes good, it has to happen to the Knicks. That's what I was thinking. And then,
Hmm.
sitting here watching the game, we still was playing well. Shout out to Cat for keeping us afloat. And
Hmm.
I was just looking like, man, we ain't getting no news yet. We ain't getting no news yet.
Word.
Fluke was at the game, right? So
Oh.
everything is happening quicker for him than it is for me. So I didn't
Yeah.
even get to see when, excuse me, before JB even came back out. Fluke said, "JB back, JB back here." And 2 minutes later, I seen him come across the screen and
Shit.
walk straight to the scores table. That was fire. But as a whole, this team played really good basketball. Uh,
Mhm.
you know, one thing that annoyed me with the game watching is the way that they let Giannis get away with traveling. It's ridiculous. He tra-
That was
yo,
wow.
he travels on almost every play, gang. Like
Yo.
it,
He
it don't
take
make
three
Mike
steps
said it. He
every
goes,
time.
that Euro step is a travel.
Every
yeah.
that was
Because
crazy.
you can't gather and then shuffle your feet after you gather. That's your
Yeah,
steps right there. So
yeah.
how are y'all not calling that a travel? Because the NBA rule is gather 2 steps, right?
Two steps.
Yeah.
This guy gathers and then does that little stutter step shit when
He
he goes
moved
into the
his whole
Euro. It's
pivot. He
like
moved his
that's
whole
what I'm
pivot.
saying.
Right.
Like that should be a
Uh,
travel.
Somebody said that we didn't chuck up threes, but we absolutely did. We shot 41 threes tonight, but we made 18, so that it doesn't look as bad, right? It
Exactly.
doesn't look as bad when you make them, but it's also the quality of threes we were taking tonight. Uh, the penetration that Jalen Brunson and other guys were able to get on their defense led to a lot of wide open kickouts, which wasn't happening in this recent skid. It was a lot of perimeter play, and then somebody chucking up a semi-contested 3-point shot. That leads to bad performances from the 3-point line. It helped a lot that JB was absolutely scorching everybody. I said it was Bochim, it wasn't that he was cooking
It
with.
Jackson
was
Jr.
Jackson.
Jackson Jr.
It was Jackson
Yeah,
Jr.
Andre
Yeah,
Jackson Jr.
shout out to my guy Uncle Paulie in the building. We see
What
you
Uncle
up?
on
What
Paulie.
up, Uncle P?
uh
What's goody?
yeah, but Yeah, that helped a lot. Yeah, I mean, we did. Somebody in the comments, I gotta find a comment that said that what you call it?
Bridges was gun shy.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know where that
He,
comment went. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
there you
I
go.
put it
I
Bridges
in
was
there.
just
gunshot.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Bridges was gunshot, and I'd rather him be a little bit gunshot than take those awful last shots that he was taking against
Facts.
OKC. Yeah, I mean, especially he hit his first one. He was 1 for 4 from the field tonight. From 3 point range. I don't know what the whole his whole numbers was on the
Two for
field.
five. I think 2 for 5.
He was two for
He
five,
was
which
two
is
for
not,
five, one for
which
four
is
behind the line.
which is not atrocious, but why did he have to take a lot of shots when your superstar absolutely has it going? Both of them, right? Both
Hmm.
of your main guys is absolutely cooking. It's not a night for you to be like, all right, I need to prove that I can shoot, so I'm gonna take wild shots. No, especially if you're not on the same level of heat that they're on. You know what I mean? You
Hmm.
pass the rock. Yeah, I mean, one thing I did see from OG that I was happy about, he didn't shoot well, but he was aggressive. And we talked about this the last show that he wasn't aggressive. He stopped being aggressive. He stopped attacking, and just to see him attack was welcoming. I mean, he caught some offensive fouls, but so what? Be aggressive. Make sure that they have to account for you on a basketball court. Yeah, I mean, instead
Hmm.
of just trying to load up on JB the whole time. Yeah, I mean, or Cat, that was good. And the way that when JB went to the bench and Cat carried us in what was the second quarter, I said, "Oh yeah, it's gonna
yeah.
be a long night for Milwaukee." They both got
Hmm.
it going, and then y'all was talking about a campaign coming off the bench again, being aggressive. This is something that he wasn't doing during this recent skid too. He was also shying away from being aggressive. Not just saying taking 3 point shots, but like getting to the cup. He was doing that tonight. He was absolutely on fuego from 3 point range. But what I'm saying is be aggressive, make your minutes account for something on both ends of the basketball court. Because as you know, everybody's talking about our bench and how the lack of scoring. And to me, I don't think it's a lack of talent. I think it's a lack of guys being aggressive. You know, you gotta be aggressive on a basketball court, especially especially when your stars is on the bench. If Cat's cooking, absolutely give Cat the ball, but you don't have to wait for him every time to score down the court because Cat usually plays a bulk of the minutes with the bench, right? So that's why I said that.
Yes.
So you ain't gotta wait for Cat to score every time down the court. If you have an opening, play your game, and that's what Campaign did tonight. Uh, whipping, I'm gonna land the plane right here.
All
Whipping
right.
the Bucks by almost 40.
There should be a
Is
mercy rule.
no, no,
Nah,
absolutely
nah,
not.
nah, nah. They need
Because
they need to feel that. Yeah.
you know why, Kev? Because over the last 20 years, we've been too many times on the other side of these ass whippings. So ain't no mercy rules now. When we handing out the
Facts.
ass whipping, everybody gotta get it. Bows for everybody.
Oh shit. Word.
You know what I mean? Nah, but
But I
great
like the
win.
fact that Mikal though, even though he didn't shoot the ball too much, like he took a lot less shots today, but he had 6 assists. So I think that was 12 points right there, more or less.
Hmm.
And
Hey,
then
Kev,
plus the
what we
yo
said yesterday about impacting the basketball game
Without
without
score.
scoring.
without
Yep.
scoring, right? There you go. 6 assists,
Well,
and then on the other end, 2 blocks.
Hmm.
well now let me add on to you if I may, Kev. Let me add on to that with somebody who we have forgot to mention today. My guy, Josh Hart. Another
Yeah.
double double, 11
Oh,
and 11.
fucking spark plug,
Nine
bro.
nine defensive rebounds,
Mm,
Right.
limiting second chance opportunities for the other
mhm,
team. That's another thing we mention here all the time at Knicks and Ish, right? We have to learn to get into a habit of limiting our opponents to one and done on the offensive end. It is very important.
Filling up
mhm.
the stat sheets is crazy, bro.
I
I
think they
just want
said
Jo-
They said today Josh Hart is number 19 in the league in rebounding.
Rebounding
That's
and number.
Wow.
crazy
He should
for a
be. He
guard.
should. He should be number one amongst all guards as well. He should be the first, the top guard.
Probably.
For for a
He
guy
should
that's
be the.
for a guy that's
He should
six
be the top
four.
guard.
You
Hmm.
know, for a guy that's 6'4", that's one of the reasons why we out rebounded them today by ten, by 10 rebounds.
Sis, when you
Word.
find the stat, let me know. He should be the top rebounding guard in the league.
And he
Period.
is.
Of course, no
Yeah.
He's
question.
averaging 11.5 rebounds per game.
Wait,
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 say
wait,
For a
wait.
say that
That's
six
what
again.
I
four
see.
guard.
Wait,
For
come
a
again
six
before you
four
say anything,
guard.
T Tom. Hold on,
It
T
says
Tom. Bring me that number
11.5
again.
rebounds.
That's what I need to hear. Go ahead, T Tom. I'm sorry. I needed to hear that again.
Nah,
I
nah,
needed to
nah.
hear that again. That's wild.
That's crazy.
Listen,
You said
vote. Yo,
11.5
listen.
rebounds?
That's what it says.
Oh my God.
Make sure that you guys are putting in your votes for Josh Hart to make
Facts.
his first All Star appearance this year because that man is well deserved, bro. That guy
I
deserve it.
love that.
And listen,
That's a good
make sure
slogan
put your
too.
votes in, man. Make sure you put
That's a
your
good
votes in.
slogan.
Yeah, that's
Listen,
tough.
listen. I would like to say this real quick, and then I'll let y'all. Listen, we can't. This guy Josh Hart had a double double with no points, and then got the triple double in the game. So if that don't tell you this man knows what's needed for the game.
Mm.
His IQ is top level. I hate to say it. His IQ is up there, bro. I'm sorry. He has a high IQ, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like Josh Hart for us to get him the All Star game because he's definitely gonna have to get voted in by the coaches. I
Yeah.
think he's almost at a double double. I just checked ESPN; they got him at 9.2 rebounds a
And,
game.
and
Nice.
9.2? Okay.
I
Yeah.
made my vote. Hey,
And
another
As you
three
should.
hours. Another three
Yep.
hours. Another
Yep.
3 hours. I gotta vote again in another 3 hours. So
Hmm.
guys, put your votes in. Put your votes in.
so so he's at 14.5 points per game, and he's over he's almost at 6 assists a game.
And
Hmm.
he's at
I
almost
need
10 rebounds.
Yeah, I need him to get above 15 points a game. And then
Yeah.
we have a real cause for the coaches to be like, yo, he's averaging almost a double double. You know what I mean? Like that, you gotta vote that guy and he's on a winning team. So, you know what I mean? Like I know it's gonna be difficult to get three guys in the All-Star game, but when you look at what Josh Hart is doing and what he means to his team, I think absolutely is a call for it, man. There's a call for it. But
You could say he's averaging 15. He's 14.5, really.
yeah, yeah.
He's
Nah,
Yeah.
but
15 basically.
I need it to be over 15. So
Nah. Nah, I feel where T Time is coming from. I feel where T
Yeah, I
yeah.
Time is coming
see.
from
I
with
hear
that.
you. I hear
Nah,
you.
You
but you're
wanted
right,
to
Tom.
say 15 because they're gonna look at it and be like 14 point. Nah, nah.
Yeah.
Then when you see the 15.9, you be like, all right, yeah,
13. He's 13th in field goal percentage.
That's tough.
At
The best
That's
at
season in his career.
56%, bro. 56%.
yeah.
yikes.
When you see 56%, that's usually reserved for the centers, the power
Right.
forwards, guys who play and score most of the time around the cup.
At high percentage midi guys.
Yeah. I mean, Josh Dumons is scoring around the cup too, but that's still more difficult for a guard to finish at that high percentage at the cup than it is for a big guy. Pause. And yo, he's special. They said it in the telecast. They was talking about, but they was talking about Bobby Portis. Some guys get traded around the league, and then sometimes they're able to find a place where they just fit.
Yep.
They just fit that organization, that city, and that's Josh Hart. Josh Hart just fit. That's why I was so baffled yesterday when somebody was like, "Yo, Josh Hart gonna get traded? How? What are
Nah,
you
nah,
talking
Yeah,
about?"
that's all it is.
nah.
From day one, you can tell he was meant to play in this city, bro. Just from the
Yeah,
little video he did with the "I'm from New York" song, it's like,
yeah.
bro, he's
He was
meant to be here. Like,
he was hyped. He was hyped to pull up. He was hyped to pull up.
facts.
And we was hyped to have him.
That's a
Listen,
fact.
you know his brother. You know his brother was here, so it just made that even better. You know.
Yeah, big facts. Big facts. Yeah, I mean, but going back to tonight's game, it was interesting to see the defensive scheme that they was trying to use in the first half with the Bucks. Because they kind of had Brook Lopez. They was hiding Brook Lopez defensively tonight. They had him pretty much roaming. Like they were switching, and Lopez was roaming. Because at first I was mad. I was like, "Yo, Josh," because the first couple possessions, Brook Lopez was on Josh, and I said, "Yo, Josh, if you don't cook Brook Lopez slow ass, if you don't just run past this man all night, right?" And then I noticed, I'm like, "Oh, he's not just on Josh Hart. They had him going like because they were doing a lot
Yeah,
of switching, and Brook
they had him
Lopez
as
was
the
kind of
free man.
yeah. He was kind of roaming, and I thought that was interesting. It didn't do nothing because JB was absolutely smoking these guys. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah.
I was a
Word.
little
They
concerned when
didn't
I
want to leave
saw
him on Cat because Cat would have ate him alive.
that because
I said
they
that.
had Giannis on him. They had and that's that I was a little concerned. I said, "Damn, Giannis could play some defense." You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, and he's mobile enough to run Cat off the 3-point line and keep up with him when he's driving to the basket. But that didn't matter neither. Giannis
Told
got
you.
buckets too. Giannis
See, the
got
thing
buckets.
with
Called it.
Giannis, I think I said it in the chat. He complains so much, and as as fast as you get in his mental, he starts breaking down. So
Hmm.
Can I add to that
defensively,
real
he didn't
quick?
do what he normally does because mentally he wasn't in the game anymore.
Can I
He
add
got
to that
super
real quick?
frustrated. Hmm.
When you it's like I said before, it's two things I want to mention that I mentioned before about playing certain things, right? Haven't you noticed when JB was driving to the basket, when JB go like this to the guy, like I've said before, when you go at the guy's chest, pause, right? JB was creating the space to get the easy layups. You didn't see that all game? Every time Jackson
Hmm.
Jr. would beat him up, right? JB, if he's there, JB hit him with the little shoulder move, boom, backs him right up. Got the space right there for JB to just hit them with the floater every time,
That's
bro.
how he got the and one.
Every time. Every time, bro. I've said this before. This is a move that's gonna be detrimental. All the NBA players do this shit, bro. LeBron, everybody, you name it. Now, to refer to what Sis was saying about Giannis defending Cat, it don't matter if Giannis defend Cat. Cat gonna give him work. Like I was saying before, Cat gonna give a lot of these power forwards work if Tibbs ever puts us a center at 5 and Cat to the 4.
That might be a possibility when Mitch come back, but we gotta wait and see. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And it's crazy that a 30-18 game is kind of like overshadowed. That's how well we played today. That was
Right.
the second best. That was the
the
second
second
best
best
performance.
performance.
I
Word.
mean, 30-18, and I think Mike Breen said it too. He's like, yeah, it's sad to say that like his game is kind of like gonna be overlooked because Brunson played so well, and that's been the story of the season. But we also know that Cat don't care about that kind of shit.
Nope.
Like
Nope.
Cat and JB are like one of the same in that regard. They just want to win basketball games, man. Whether they score 40 or they score two, as long as they get the W, they content. And I appreciate Cat for that. It shows a lack of ego. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And just wanting to get the job done.
Yeah,
Whatever they said in that team meeting,
worked so far.
which I don't even know is true because
Yeah.
somebody just said it in the comments. I didn't really see anything
Yeah,
being
me either.
stated about a team meeting, but if it was true, that shit worked, man.
Facts. And you know what's crazy? I was when we were watching the game, and they're like, "Oh, Giannis and Dame are the best duo in the league." I'm like, y'all capping on TV because that's not a
Yeah.
fact.
Mm.
Yeah.
Sis, get out my head because I was just about to say, aren't we
I,
talking about the
I
number one
literally
duo in the
tweeted.
league
I
in
was
Cat and
like,
Brunson right now?
I'm like, did our guys just not show them up?
So
Word.
so what they
Word.
saying number one because they score the most points. Like Giannis and Dame, they averaging like 56 points per game. The
Yeah,
two of them.
we averaging 50.6 or some
Yeah,
shit like
yeah,
that.
yeah. That's what they meant. But I mean, as far as functionality go, I think we are the best. Like our tandem works better together. You know what I mean? Like I just because you score more don't mean that it works better. You know what I mean? Like I
We're the
just feel
most
like
efficient. We're the
I
most
just think
efficient.
it just works better. What I was about to say. Damn, I forgot. I forgot. It's gone. I'll be back, but it's gone now. Damn. I wanted to
I
say
just
something. I
like
forgot.
I just like how they, bounce back from such a tough loss like Friday. Friday we well, I would not just say Friday, like the past week.
Week and a
The
half.
last 5, 6 games, like we look drained. We look like a team that was like we hit a wall, you know. We wasn't playing with no kind of like urgency, none of that.
Hmm.
I think we was like 1-4 in our last 5 games, which was
Yep.
kind of bad if you ask me. After we won 9 games in a row, kind of like settled us after that first OKC loss. We kind of like took a hit, and we couldn't adjust or figure certain things out because maybe they were tired. Who knows? That's not an excuse that they use, but they were kind of playing like it. But in this game, man, I was just excited to see that the old Knicks from the 9 game winning streak and against a team like this was a much needed win. If you ask me, much needed. um, I'm glad and I'm glad that we won in the way that we won by 40 points. Cause at least we could silence the media for a couple days until. Well, no, because tomorrow we play.
That's
Right.
right.
This is
Right
a
back
back
at
to
it.
back. So
Right back at it like Kraft Maddox.
Yeah,
right.
that
But I
and
think
that's what I
that's the
wanted to
important
say.
part is that our guys got some rest at the end of the
Yeah,
game.
Yeah.
that's what I
Right.
wanted to say,
Right.
and I forgot. I wanted to say that
There
it was
you go.
important that we absolutely washed them up, so our guys could get like a little bit of rest
Right.
going
Because
into
if
another tough game because the Pistons ain't no slouch, man. Like
Not
no,
at
you
no,
can't.
no,
all.
no, no.
They ain't no slouch.
Like if you see our guys all played under 40 minutes. OG played 30 minutes, Hart played 35, Towns played 35, Bridges played the most minutes, like always, 37. Even Brunson played under 30 minutes, 28. So I think that second quarter where he rested most of the quarter, that kind of helped get his feet back under. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Salute,
he
salute,
also was
shot
out
power,
most of the
salute.
third quarter.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
was
Oh,
out for much of the
Andios was
third.
good. Andios was goody. So
Shot was good.
really came back from the locker room after injury. What a moment!
It's
I got
doing
choked.
good.
Yeah, that's funny because Walt Clyde Frazier said that he reminded him of Willis Reed.
Willis Reed. Yep. I was just about to say that too. It
He said
reminded me of that
reminded him of
too.
Willis Reed, and that just goes to show you what kind of player this guy's just taking the Knicks,
I was
and
just about to say
he's
that
really
too.
the leader of this team. And I was happy that today he was able to put the team on his back, especially in that first quarter, and just say, "Yo, fuck that." Pardon my language. We're not losing this game. That's the way he played in that first quarter. He was like, "Yo, I'm not. We are not losing this game. I'm not about to let y'all wash us up at home either."
Big
And
fact.
I'm glad that everybody else played with that same kind of energy, like Carl Anthony Towns and Josh Hart and those guys.
Yeah, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Facts. If
What's
you
I
new
goody?
think
What's
to
another thing
goody?
that kind of gave me chills is when Clyde compared him to Willis, because Clyde don't give high compliments like that to other people,
yeah,
and we
No,
know
no, he
how
don't.
highly he thinks of Willis. So for him
Hmm.
big
to
fact.
give that type of compliment, like to me, that's like utmost respect. And that
Yo,
tells you what type of team we have and what type of guy we have in him. So Knicks fans need
Right.
to chill when they start, trying to downplay our team because trust me, our champion Clyde wouldn't be given such high praise if he didn't truly
No.
believe it. I mean,
Right.
even when we had the likes of Melo and them, you never seen those type of compliments.
Mm-mm.
And
Mm-mm.
speaking of Melo, this is Jalen Brunson's 14th 40-point game, which
17.
ties
Was it?
him up.
Oh,
Is it?
14.
You
My
might be
bad.
right.
I thought it was 17. My bad.
You might be right.
It's
You might be right.
17.
Yeah, you might be right. Yeah,
Right.
it's 17.
17.
Yeah, I don't know where I got 14 from, but
Yeah, no doubt.
the point I was trying to make was he just tied Melo for the same
The
number
most,
of 40-point games
which is the most in Knicks
in Knicks
history.
history. That's correct.
Uh,
Yeah.
And he did it
he gonna break.
fast.
He gonna break that
Super
record by the end
fast.
of the season for sure.
I do think
For sure,
so. I
he's gonna
think
be
Ju
number
I
Might
think
even be
Patrick
might even
Ewing
be
is
in the
at
next 10
40, right?
games.
Patrick Ewing is at 40.
40. Got 40 point games.
I I think that's what it said, right? Or who?
Nah, they said that he's tied for the most 40 point games as a Knick
Okay.
all time. I think that's. I'm like 80% positive that's what they said. That he's
Yo,
tied for the most.
shout
No,
out
no,
to
no.
Shot
Brunson
Power.
tied Carmelo at number 3.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
number 3.
So Ewing is number 1 with 30. And
I was
then
30.
about to say
Bernard King is with 23.
23. Yep.
Okay.
Shout out to Shot Power.
So
Shout
he
out to
might
him.
catch Bernard King real quick.
Yeah, yeah,
Like this
yeah.
year.
Right.
Like this year, you might catch him. For
It's
real.
possible. Yeah, I
Listen.
mean, uh, yeah. Tonight my guys did great. Yeah, I mean, got to keep this moving forward. And what was dope too is that when the bench came out and started playing as well as they did, and not only held the lead but start to increase it a little bit, we have not seen Jalen Brunson get a second quarter rest like that all season. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
The bench came and campaign pretty much came out and produced well enough that Coach Tommy T was like, nah, I'm gonna leave JB on the bench a little bit longer. Then another three,
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna let him sit a little bit longer. Layup,
Word.
I guess I think
Yeah, JB, you'll be sitting a while.
I think JB came back in the game with like in the second quarter with like 4 minutes left in the second. Like that
Something
was
Mm-hmm.
like
tough.
that.
It was like, yeah, he only scored 2 points in the second half because he set the whole second quarter.
Right. But then don't I always say that? Like we can't ask for the bench to play if the starters don't do what they need to do and the bench don't come in and produce. Like
hmm
we can't just have them in there just doing cardio.
Yeah, this is
Right.
facts. This is facts. Uh, one thing I didn't like them putting pressure. Well, we don't have that many options, but pressure's on Giannis was stupid to me. Uh, it, it was a big size mismatch. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and Giannis in that little bit of time, he was taking advantage of that. Uh, I was, but I was like, well, then I was mad at it. Then I was like, well, who else the fuck we gonna put on Giannis?
Yeah.
Who else
I
we gonna
want
get the
I think
honestly,
if
I
I remember,
wanted
my bad, friend.
no, you're good. I was just gonna say I wanted him to start Huck Cordy and put Towns at the four just for this game. I mean, I just wanted to see how it would have played out just for this game. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That was a dream because you knew
Yo,
that wasn't gonna
listen.
happen.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Today, but to be honest
Mm-hmm.
with you, right? Like the way the Knicks were playing today would have been a nice time, a great time to put in the rookies in the fourth quarter and rest the guys for the whole fourth quarter because we was already up by like 20 plus points. Shout out to Hector Bolina straight from República Dominicana. Hey, what's up,
Hey.
man?
Shout out
Okay.
to you, Uncle.
Saludos, saludos,
Saludo.
saludos,
Saludo.
saludos, mi pana.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, man.
yeah, Kev, I don't think that could have happened because it's the NBA. Until the other team put their starters on the bench,
Nah, nah,
you could
I know, I know.
yeah. Because we was up like 23, but we've seen weirder things happen. We've seen weirder things happen to us.
Facts.
Yeah, it's facts.
So yeah, I get it. If this was about like 15, 20 years ago, I agree. We up 23 in the fourth. Put the bench in. In today's NBA, oh hell nah. Until they wave the white flag, keep your guys out there. That's why I don't be mad at Tibbs. I saw on Facebook the minutes police was already acting up. We're up by like 20 something, and it's 7 minutes left. Put the no.
No, not until they take out Giannis and Dame.
And facts.
Big facts.
Them two could go on a 20-0 run by themselves.
Mm-hmm. Lillard start hitting threes from the logo out of nowhere. You've seen it before. Let's not say we haven't. All right.
I ain't gonna lie. At the start of the game,
Yep,
I was worried.
Tell me.
I said,
Tell me we haven't seen
them games.
Yep.
Oh, Dave showed up to the Garden on his bullshit today, huh?
First three from the logo, wet. You like, wait a minute, hold up. Did he just do that? Man.
He hit like 3 shots in a row or 4 shots in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, when he start coming off them screens and start chucking up threes and they going in nothing but net, I was like, oh, please don't let it be one of them nights.
Yo, salute to PD who stepped up in the building. He said, "Here in peace."
Oh, okay.
Because I was waiting for him.
Salute.
Because yesterday he said Giannis coming to the Garden for revenge. I'm waiting. We still waiting.
She got you there, PD. You don't want to head, PD.
You
said that. You said it yesterday, bro. You can't stop her on this one. She got you there, bro. She got you on that one. Go ahead, sis. Do your normal thing.
No, I mean, that's what I'm gonna say. We still waiting because we smoked them again.
Big facts.
Nah, you right. Knicks will be 2025 or 26 champs. You right.
Whoever said that
was tough.
Big ups.
Yeah,
that was true.
This is what I'm saying, dog. Like I think a lot of us, because most of the people I interact with are like, excuse me, I won't say older, but 30 plus Knick fans, right? So we got it in our mind that, we up 20 in the fourth quarter, put the bench in. Nah,
it's a whole different game.
Time have changed. These people are shooting threes at a feverish pace. You know what I mean? Imagine you go, you're like, 6 minutes left. We up by 20. We up by 23. Let's put the bench in. They got their starters in. So what? We up by 23. And then
3.5 minutes later, you down by 5, and you're looking like, what the hell just happened?
Crash 3 minutes, 2 minutes. You'd be like, oh, it's a 2-point game. 2 minutes, you'd be like, how the hell that happened? Then you got to get your starters after they already turned it off in their mind, like, night's over. You got to get them back out there to try to cut off the water. No, thank you.
That's it. Yeah. It was a great one. It was great. It was great.
Brunson is PD. Brunson is everybody. All of our heroes.
MVP. MVP.
Facts.
You heard the Garden. You know what I mean? When my guy came back out the tunnel and said, yo, I'm not even going to stop and ask the coach.
He said,
I ain't even asking. He ain't even. He said, "Look, you just saw the hand go up. Once I saw the hand go up, I said, yeah, Brunson's checking in immediately. Brunson's checking in. He about to take over."
That's how you know. Listen. That's how you know who runs this team and whose team this really is. When you do stuff like that, and there's no questions asked, there's no nothing. All right, but come on, whoever's come back in, come to the bench. Brunson's back.
It's subtle things like Cat coming over, knowing that he's a superstar in his own right, coming over and immediately just started calling Brunson Cat. The rest of the team see that, like, okay, yeah. So all right, we ain't gonna have a tug of war. Who's the guy? We know who's the guy because the other guy said he's the guy. You feel me? Like. And it's subtle things like that. That's why yesterday I was so confused when people was trying to make it seem like Josh Hart was saying that his ego's in the locker room. Like, you haven't been watching this team. You haven't been hearing these guys talk. You haven't heard the coaching staff talk about all these guys to know that ain't no egos, man. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
Facts, super
You
facts.
know,
Right.
you could you feel the energy with these guys, on the floor, off the court as well, like in videos and all that. There's no bad energy at all whatsoever. It's just these guys hold each other accountable.
mm-hmm,
That's the thing, and they know how to leave their ego at the door. And I think that's what Josh Hart meant. It's just that the media likes to switch things up, and to get the clicks and the views, to get the fans amped, to get the fans thinking and putting negative shit out there. But we all know the real. We all know the real, bro. These guys are all together. These guys love their coaching staff. They love Tibbs. And they play hard for him. Win or lose, they play
mm-hmm.
hard for him. Um,
Facts.
so it's just like JB
Pause.
said, man. You just gotta take it one game at a time and keep chipping away, because we still have a whole half a season left. There's gonna be a lot of
Exactly.
ups and downs. There's gonna be a lot of ups and downs throughout the season. There's gonna be win streaks. There's gonna be losing streaks. It's just how you adjust, and you just gotta make adjustments. Just gotta make adjustments.
For sure. You know what I mean? Uh, and and and, and I like when I hear Josh Hart talk. He has a very practical, explanation of what's happening with the team and as the season go. Like us as Knicks fans, like we wear every win and loss on our sleeves. You feel me? That's literally what makes us fans, right? That's what fans do. But Josh Hart, when he speak, even though he goofy most of the time, he's speaking as a professional. Like he go what he said. He's like, yo, they
Oh
they said it
man.
during the telecast. Like Josh Hart said, yo, it's not like we playing for the championship in January 9th. You feel me? Like we're not playing a championship game in January 9th. We still
Oh
have time
yo.
to get it right. What? All right, hold on.
Yo,
What
I was
happened,
just
Cal?
about to. Yo, he is trolling right now, bro. He's trolling right now.
He
PD is
trolling
trolling
for
right. He's
real.
trolling, bro. He
Yeah,
is trolling, fam.
you bugging.
Bugging.
You
Super
And that's
bugging.
the
Yo,
Get him out of
answer.
here.
man,
That's our
that
answer
is
to
a
that.
yo. Let me tell you
Thank
something.
you.
That is a Titanic waiting to happen 2.0 all over again. You bringing back the Minnesota Tibbs, Jimmy But No, 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 no,
yeah,
no, no, no. No, no, no.
yeah.
Mm,
Jimmy
mm,
Butler
Yeah.
mm.
don't like Cat. Cat don't
Nope.
like Jimmy Butler. And,
His
Nope.
and
his name is not Jimmy. It's Jamisha, and I don't want Jamisha on the Knicks.
yeah,
All right.
with them
He
pink
wears
Nah,
sweats.
man.
colorful weave. We good over
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Nah,
Wildin',
man. Nah,
wildin'. Nah, you keep that in Miami,
He
nah,
don't
bro.
fit
We
our
good over
aura,
here.
as these young kids
We
say.
good over here.
nah,
You a great
bro.
basketball player, bro, but we good over here, bro.
Walter Big Facts, nasty work.
Super.
Listen,
In the words of
listen,
T Time,
listen.
super, super.
Yo, listen, man. Like, y'all know how I feel. Fraz, especially because we talk every day. He know how I feel about having stars on this team. Period. I feel like with the guys that we have alone right now. Um, there's no need to change none of that up. I'm
Um,
not I'm not gonna trade a good character guy in OG Ananobi and OG Ananobi for Jimmy Butler, who's a just too much of a headache. Too much of a headache, bro. I'm good. I'm good on that, bro. I don't need
you
that.
see,
I don't need
y'all
that
see what
energy
I'm
over
doing,
there,
right?
bro.
Y'all see what I'm doing, right? I've been doing this the whole time because yes, this is exactly how Kev been feeling for the last 2, 3 seasons. I'm
Yeah,
Nah,
good.
yeah.
nah. Me and Kev spoke about that too, about like not star chasing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've been saying that here on Knicks and Ish for a while
Hmm.
that we don't need to chase stars and just build a team that's cohesively functional. You know what I mean? And that's what we have now. Uh, I mean, I do think like we need to. I want to. I'm waiting and reserving my opinion on if we a championship team until see that our bench fully get back together and start gelling. Before I say that.
We do not need an ass on our team, bro. We already have an
We
ass
already
in
have
Josh
Josh
Hart.
Hart.
Okay.
Uh,
We already have an ass in Josh. Listen, I love Josh Hart. I love Josh Hart, but let's be real, he's an ass. Okay?
yeah,
Thanks.
We don't
yeah.
need
Ask Villanova.
and this guy, I rather and excuse my language, I rather an ass than a dickhead. Okay? Is this Jimmy
Yep.
Butler is just no no no. And then not only that, and I don't forget all that nonsense that he was talking in the off season about the
Big
Knicks
facts.
and Tom Thibodeau and Josh Hart. Beat it. Beat it.
Yo, Kev, I just want to know where does all this excuse my language shit coming from? Like this ain't Knicks
Thanks.
ish.
I'm about to say
Listen, man.
we uncensored over here. Last time I checked, isn't that right, Tea Time? Like, wait a minute,
Yo,
hold on.
yo, I
Tea
know
Time ain't never
cool.
told me I couldn't curse.
Yo, he said it the first time. I was like, okay,
Like, what? I'm all right. I'm like, Kev, what? This is not like you, Kev. Wait a minute, Kev. This is not
Listen.
like you tonight.
this is
Yeah.
Knicks ish, man.
What? We talk shit over here. Fuck that. Like,
Facts.
fuck that. I'm sorry.
Nah,
I'm saying it for you.
nah. But Jimmy Butler is a locker room cancer.
Yeah,
A
Facts.
man.
locker
I'm good.
room
Super.
cancer.
Super.
And why would you
Super.
want a cancer on this team? Don't make sense, right?
And
Uh,
kind of like what Dom said yesterday about Van Gundy, he quit. He's quitting on Miami right now. Why do
big
we
facts.
want
Right.
that on him?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Big
Right.
facts. Yeah. I
Like
mean,
why I don't understand that part, bro. You know?
Big bro got him. He said, "New man is." Yo, Jimmy, that's my big bro, Jimmy J1, man, for real, yo.
nah. You know, I I think we
Yeah.
I think we're in a really good place as a team. You know, like I said yesterday, ebbs and flows throughout the season. We went on
Right.
a 9 game winning streak, then we lost four out of five, and that's natural throughout the season. Uh, is it do some? I think who said it? Mike Brian said it. Uh, he said the Celtics went 6-6 in their last 10. Is there cause to be concerned? Yes, but is there a reason to panic? No, and I feel like that applies to this team as well, and that's what he was making the analogy to our team as well. Like, is
Mm-hmm.
there cause to be concerned? For sure, your team lose 4 out of 5 when you have lofty goals for your team. Of course, you'd be concerned because there's things that need to be addressed. But what most Knicks fans do, like they always have done, is
Panic.
go into panic mode once we hit a little skid. When it's an 82 game season, this shit happens. There's only very few teams that only lose 10 games. Like it's very few. There's very few. Most teams lose. Like the good teams usually lose almost 20 games a season, right? Like a 60 win season is fucking phenomenal. Like that is a phenomenal season, and that's a rarity in itself as well. So you go through these ebbs and flows, and you got to be prepared. Like the only thing we can't excuse is lack of effort. That's where the Knicks ish panel was mad at.
Mm-hmm.
The effort wasn't there, and we know that the talent is there. You know what I mean? And like we said, losing to OKC is not bad, but losing the way we did is horrible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Losing that game to Orlando is horrible because we shouldn't have lost that game. Uh, even though Orlando's been beating teams when they was depleted anyway. Yeah, I mean, I meant to say that yesterday. I forgot because somebody said, "Yo, we shouldn't have lost to Orlando. They depleted." I was like, "Well, they still been beating teams. That's why they
Mm-hmm.
still
21
in the That's how they
They
stealing
20.
into. Yeah, yeah.
They had a 21-17 record without their guys, and even at one point, without Pablo Banchero, that's when they still had Franz
Fra-
Wagner
Franz
playing. They were
Wagner
like,
was holding
yo
everything down.
yo, he was holding it down. They was 12-2 at that time before Franz Wagner got hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, them boys playing,
So
man.
I
It's
keep telling
to
people
their
all the
coach, man.
time, bro. Yes. They remind me of the Knicks last year, bro, because we went through the similar situation. We started losing our guys at this time of the year, but we still kept trying to win games. But man, I ain't with
Yeah,
that whole Jimmy Butler shit, bro.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah. Nah. Fuck Jimmy Butler.
And that and listen, he mad because they didn't give him a contract, so he's quitting on them because they didn't give him a contract. That's the same thing Jeremy Lin did to us.
Bro,
No,
Pat
but
Riley needs to keep his ass right there as punishment. Go sit
but
in the
check it.
corner, bro.
But check it,
That's why he
Cav.
got suspended for 10 games.
Hmm.
Yo, Cav, check it. That's what he's done his whole career. He did the same thing
Right?
contract wise in Chicago. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
he did the same
Minnesota.
thing in Minnesota. He did the same thing in Philly, and now he's doing the same thing in Miami. But why would you want that here?
We
You
don't.
feel me? Uh, oh no, we don't.
We
I'm
don't.
talking.
Nah.
I'm talking about PD.
He
Why
just
Yeah.
would you?
trolling. There's no way he wants that type of
I
person
know
on
he
Yo,
our team.
trolling.
yo,
If he
I know
wants that
Been
who.
on our
trolling
team,
since
he gotta
yesterday.
explain it.
Been trolling since
Yo, you know
yesterday,
what?
man.
Yo,
Come on,
on
man.
Dios is right. On Dios is right. He is. Go back. Listen, that's right, bro.
Facts.
Send Paul. Listen, Paul George don't want to be there. He don't want to be in Philly. Send him to Miami, bro. There you go.
Yeah,
Easy fix. Easy fix.
Jimmy
yeah,
Butler ain't going back to play with Embiid. Y'all bugging.
yeah.
Y'all
Nah.
bugging. Him and Embiid have beef. Y'all
That's a
niggas
fact.
bugging. Hold on. Wait a minute. What the hell? Y'all know my line. What are we talking about, man? Jimmy Butler and Embiid have
Uh,
beef.
That'll be a
listen,
perfect trade.
Kawhi got lucky, man. Kawhi got
That'll be
lucky.
that'll be a perfect trade for Philly. Paul George for Butler, one injury prone player for another. You know what I
Facts.
mean? Yeah, one injury prone player for another. So yeah, nah. We not entertaining that over here.
What up,
Fuck
Mike?
Jimmy
What up,
Butler,
my
man.
brother?
Shout out to
Mike, what's
Michael
poppin'?
Port in the building. My guy. It's my
Go
brother right
follow
Yeah,
that
there,
man.
man.
That's my brother. Go follow
Word,
him.
yeah,
man.
yeah. But yeah, man. You know, we got the bum ass. Well, they're not really. Well, they a bum. I call everybody bum ass.
Can't
I don't care.
I can't we can't even say that this year. They already passed their win
Nah,
total for last season, the Pistons. You
yeah,
can't even say
man.
that really.
Yeah. I
LV
Honestly.
call.
Live. LV
Man,
Live was
listen,
good, my brother. Was goody.
listen.
LV.
Appreciate you.
Before we lost to OKC, I was calling them bum ass. I call everybody bum ass. That's not the Knicks.
I
Yeah.
know.
So we got the bum ass Pistons tomorrow. You know what I mean? Cade, you got to find a way to keep Cade in some kind of check, man. That kid is nice. He's really
Yeah,
True.
fucking nice.
he
And
is, man.
him and JB game is similar and different in a way, right? Uh, they played a different style. Like JB is more physical, more rough and rugged. Yeah, I mean more herky jerky, but it's similar in a sense that they play at their own pace, right? You can't rush Cade Cunningham, man. I've been watching this kid. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker play like he been in the league for 15 years. Like he gets to his spots. He has a
Pass
great
first guy.
pause. He got great size for uh he got great size for his position, and he can shoot. He can finish at the basket, and like you said, Fraz, he's a pass first guy. Uh, you know, like I said, we great at home. Isaiah Stewart's gonna get absolutely cooked by Cat. You know what I mean? Absolutely gonna get cooked by Cat. Isaiah Stewart ain't got nothing for Carl Anthony Towns. But that's my biggest worry. You know what I mean? Is how do we? You can never stop the great players. You can only hope to contain them. That's a cliche.
Contain them.
You know what I
Yep.
mean? Yeah, that's a
Hmm.
cliche, but it's true, right? So, uh, we need to get energy. We have to come out with energy and not get off to a slow start. Put our foot on their necks early, and do what we did today. Play team basketball. Uh, I I know JB and Cat have big games, but we still played a team brand of basketball today. You know what I mean? Our stars just shine today, but they were able to shine because we were playing as a team. You know what I mean? And we need to continue doing that. Oh, yeah, Liz, all I'm saying is this. Everybody's a bum ass to me. I don't care.
That's
If they not Knicks, they not Knicks, Liz,
Listen,
they're bum ass.
he's been saying that for years
no,
on this
no,
channel.
no.
So
But listen. I mean, listen. Detroit. As I'm looking here. They last 10 games, bro. They 8-2. They playing good basketball. I think they one game over 500. I think that these are the little teams right here that we gotta watch out for because especially I think we playing them at home. So people like to show out in the Garden. Tim Hardaway Jr. is one of them. Watch out for him. Don't leave it because we struggle guarding the perimeter. So you
Hmm.
got to watch out for Tim Hardaway Jr.
let me give you the
He
name. Malik Beasley, number
no no
one
no
guy to stop.
him and but last time Tim Hardaway Jr. hurt us too.
Yeah, he
Let's not
did.
forget that. Let's
He
not
did.
forget
Oh,
that.
I remember.
Let's not forget that. We kept leaving him open. He kept knocking
And
down
kept
shots.
knocking it down. Yeah.
Right. So, like I said, the one thing I think that we need to really take advantage of, I see they turn the ball over a lot. So when they do turn the ball over, let's take advantage, put up some points. Um, I will say, hopefully they could start off with the same kind of aggression that they started off in this game against Milwaukee. Hopefully that
Hmm.
goes into this game tomorrow. And if we start off like that, like the way we played in that first quarter, I think we should be able to win this game with no problem.
Hmm.
Um, Jaden Ivey's not playing. He had a crazy injury a
Yeah, I
week and
think
a
he's out
half
for the
ago, or
year,
something
right? He's
like
out for the
that.
year.
Yeah, he won't be playing. I don't think for the rest of the year. But that's gonna be a key. That's a key name for them that hurt us in the last game that we played against them. That won't be there. So it's gonna be even more important to keep eyes on Tim Hardaway and Malik Beasley, like Kev just mentioned, because of the fact that Jaden Ivey won't be playing. You know, and let's not forget Jalen Duren is a little threat in the
Yes,
post.
he is.
All
Yes,
right.
yes.
I'm not saying he's this
Former Nick.
super crazy star, but Jalen Duren definitely can cause problems rebounding and scoring inside for us. So we just gonna have to play a total team defense, close out on these guys, and we gonna have to take care of what we need to take care of on the offensive end. We gotta put up points. We gotta put up over 100 points this game. 110 points is gonna win this game, I think,
Hmm.
Completely
because
agree.
I know we're gonna score a little less. Teams usually score a little less in back to backs. It's a known fact, but I think if the Knicks score 110, 115, I think we win this game. I think we'll be all right.
I will say, man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, Anna, real quick. I would have I always say, man, what if Jalen Duran would have stayed with the Knicks? But go ahead, continue.
All the
Go
what
ahead, continue. I just wanted to throw that out
Man, listen. What?
there.
Go
um,
ahead, sis.
we better win. That's all I'm gonna say. We
Hmm.
better win.
Word, word,
We better win.
word.
I think we need to come out strong the way we did in this game. Don't give them any sense of they can beat us. Just tear their hearts out early on and continue on. I mean, our guys shouldn't be winded because they got a good, nice breather in today's game. Our starters. Um, and I think we just play Knicks basketball. We're gonna beat them, but we gotta we gotta come out with the same urgency, and like y'all said,
Mhm.
like not look down upon them
Hmm.
because of their schedule or their team, and just tear their hearts out early on. And it's our game to win. It's gonna be our game to lose. If we lose, it's gonna be on us.
Yeah,
Facts.
and again, it, it it was really important to get this blowout win for a multitude of reasons when it comes to rest, right? Like, look at the landscape for us to still come out and be high energy. Number one, we already know we blew these guys out. Our starters got the rest early. Two is a back to back, but we home. We don't have to travel.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That is super important. Three, it was an early game today.
Yep.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean? So excuse me. So that's more rest for the team into the game. These things matter. All these little things matter. I definitely think it's well, obviously it's a rougher back to back when you have to travel. And when you could just go to the crib right after the game, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Josh Hart is somewhere right now with his feet up trying to watch them bum ass Commanders. Uh,
Yo,
with,
but
with
he is
that big
hilarious for
ass,
that hat though.
with that big
Yo,
ass Washington Commanders hat.
I gotta
uh,
quote my guy on the hat, man. He was trolling JB. He said, "Yo, man, I looked on that website, man. They had all the hat sizes. I saw small, medium, large, and then I saw JB. I was like, this nigga funny as hell. I said, this nigga funny as hell, bro."
yeah,
That's
man.
funny.
Holy fuck those guys, man.
Yo, don't forget, y'all. Press like for your favorite panel. Y'all
That's a
already know.
fact. That's a fact.
Sharing
Now
is caring.
they definitely getting a like on the YouTube, and we appreciate y'all. Big facts,
Definitely
man.
do. Big
Word.
facts. We
Uh,
We got
appreciate
some love
everybody.
today on the YouTube. We got 20 people
yeah,
in the
yeah,
chat right now. We got
yeah,
16 likes. So
yeah.
Hold on, look,
You,
look, look. You know
other
I
you,
gotta
four
do the
you.
people
check.
that didn't like that button, hit that like button. Four people.
I
Yeah, I
gotta
was
do
about
the
to say.
check. Look, I gotta do the check. It's 1 hour. Yo, tea time. You good? It's 1 hour.
I'm
No.
good. I'm good. We early. We still early. You
I
know what I
bet,
mean?
bet, bet. Say
We
that,
still
say that, say
early.
that, say that.
We still early. If y'all got stuff to talk about, I'm here. You know what I mean? But if
I
not, then
mean,
we could pack it up because the wine is almost done. You know what I mean?
right.
Yeah, nah, but yeah, I talk a lot of shit, but we can't sleep on these guys, bro.
Facts.
Uh, we can't sleep on these guys, man.
hmm
And
Wait,
this,
while it,
yeah, Frank.
I was about to say, nah, it could wait because I was gonna say while it's early, do we got any in-ish we want to talk about? Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
but I'll let you
I
do
got
that first
Frankie
before
Fingers
we
was hoodie.
still
Frank
got
was
time.
good, my guy.
Frankie Fingers, Mike Geyser.
Yeah. Nah, but I just want the if we play with the kind of energy that we played with tonight, we put ourselves in position to win every night, even if the shots are not falling. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
right.
that's what Coach Tommy T always been preaching to this team is like, yo, even when the shots are not falling, you can still put yourself in position to win games if the effort is there. You know what I mean? And I
Hmm.
think that's something that we lost when we went on that little skid. And tomorrow is another test for us to prove that we are back on the right foot. Obviously, beating the Bucks is nothing to sneeze at. I said that earlier, but we can't rest on our laurels. We have to go out again tomorrow and beat another tough team. Like you said, they 8-2 in their last 10. They're playing really good basketball. They're coming to the Garden like everybody comes to the Garden and wanting to put on a show and prove against not only just coming to the Garden to put on a show. Everybody know that the Knicks are a formidable team. You know what I mean? One of we top five in the whole NBA. You know what I mean? As far as record go. We're top five in the whole NBA right now. So yes, you want to come to the Mecca and beat one of the best teams in the NBA, and we got to keep that in our mind and go out there and punch them in the mouth early and keep our foot on their neck, man. That's all I want to see. I don't want and pass the rock. Be aggressive. Pick your spots. Pick your shots. And that's why I wasn't mad at McCall today for not shooting because I always said he needs to have a Josh Hart mentality when it comes to him getting his shots. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Josh Hart ain't just out there shooting. He's picking his spots. He's picking his spots to be aggressive. He's reading what the game needs and filling that area. Pause. Hey, yo, that was crazy. Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but yeah, and,
man.
and, and that's and that's what I need team wide. Yeah, I mean we have our primary scorers in Cat and JB. It's everybody else's job to figure out what the game needs and fill those areas. Today I did see an opportunity for Macau to be a little bit more aggressive because they was putting Dame Lillard on him. I'm like, yo, Macau, if you don't get in a post, if you don't get in a post and get to that midi dog, but it was no need for it because JB was absolutely cooking. You know what I mean? And that's being smart. And I felt like times before, like he was doing momentum killing shit. Like he'll come up the court and chuck an unwarranted three while we're on a mini run, and then
Mhm.
kills the momentum. Then the other team go back and get a three or easy 2 point bucket. Like have to be smart, take smart shots. You know what I mean? Like I want to see us
And
take the best 3 point shots against it because they're not the Pistons are not super young, but they're young enough that they could run. They're
yo,
young enough
and
that they can run.
and
Yeah,
not
yeah,
only
yeah.
that, like, defense is key, bro. Defense is key. In those 10 games, 7 of those 10 games, they scored above 110 points, so they could put up numbers.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? They could put up points. So you got to watch out for those guys, man. Defense is key in this game.
Yeah. It's either two ways you can go about it. Either we gonna try focus our energy on stopping Cade Cunningham, or we're gonna put our energy to make sure that the other guys don't go off. You know what I mean?
Right,
That's
right.
that's
Put the
the
energy on the other guy.
I think so too because
Hmm.
Cade Cunningham is nice, son.
Yeah,
He's
And
nice.
you
he
know
is.
Yo,
why
He's a,
too? Cause
he's a
like
problem. He's a
I'm
problem.
cool with like a star scoring 30 in the garden, 35, 40 in the garden. I'm not okay with that guy coming off the bench scoring 30 in the garden.
Yeah,
mm.
yeah.
Yeah,
You can't have the Isaiah Joes of the world coming to the
Facts.
garden and giving you 30. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah. Or the Malik Beasley.
Or the Aaron
He
Wiggins.
Malik
Yeah.
Beasley used to light us up when he was on the motherfucking Bucks.
He
Yeah,
lit us up the first.
yeah.
He lit us up the first game, didn't he? Wait a minute.
Mm,
I thought he
yeah.
had like four threes the first game.
Yeah, he played good. Him and Tim Hardaway Jr. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They was balling,
lit us
and we
up
can't
that
have
first
that.
game.
I mean, Tim, all he gonna do is chuck up threes all game.
hmm
So
hmm And whoever on him need to pick his pocket too when he trying to dribble. He ain't got no handles, dog.
facts.
Like
Right.
Tim, take steal his cookies. Pause. Hey, yo, that was crazy.
You on one today.
Wow.
It's the wine. The wine is talking.
Blame it on the alcohol.
Alcohol facts.
That was
Yeah,
crazy.
Malik
Yeah.
Beasley,
Hey,
Malik Beasley,
yeah.
Malik Beasley hit 7 of 10 from behind the arc in game 1.
That's
So yeah,
crazy.
I'm telling you,
Seven.
you
of-
gotta check.
yeah,
You gotta check this guy, man. He's a Nick
yeah. He
killer
had
Yeah.
now, man.
23. He
Like
was 23. He had 23 points,
7 of
four
10.
rebounds, 1 assist. Yup,
Ugh.
7 of 10 from the 3-point
That's
line.
it.
So
Yeah, tonight, uh, well, that was one of the things I thought we did really well too was getting out to shooters, man. I mean,
Our
Hey,
transition
they,
defense today was really good.
yeah,
yeah, and
for
yeah,
sure.
they shot less than 30% from three today.
Yeah,
to be honest with you,
29.
to be honest with you, in that game, um, it was the Malik Beasley and Cade Cunningham show.
hmm
Those are the two guys that really gave us a hard time. Jalen Ivey gave us 16, but he struggled from the field. But everybody, Cade Cunningham and Malik Beasley are the two players that gave us work in that game.
yeah, yeah. I mean, we He said tea time comments are under review for possible flagrants. That's hilarious. Nah, but yeah, man. That's it. Do we have any ish stuff to talk about before we go?
mm,
Honestly,
I
I'm
think we did
good.
a lot of that yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a
Facts.
fact. That's a fact.
Uh,
Unless
Well,
y'all got anything, you know what I mean?
we'll see y'all
Uh,
tomorrow
I'm
night.
good, bro.
yeah.
See y'all tomorrow night, man.
We're
Or
gonna be back
listen,
tomorrow. You know what I mean?
we gotta
Yeah,
start
guys.
playing the intro as the outro because that beat is fucking crazy, man. Every
Facts.
time I listen, every time I listen to that beat, it's just like it made
There you
me
go.
just want to rap,
Oh,
and I don't even rap,
yeah.
bro.
Let me see if I can do that. Yo, yo, Kev, I
Yo,
can
I
do that.
Yo,
Look,
word, bro.
Uncle
Oh,
Please,
it's
Paulie got
done.
man.
an
Like,
ish.
Yeah.
an ish update on the Scullies. Hold on. Here we go. This is important. Go ahead, T time. T time gave you the face, Uncle Foley. Like, I don't know,
yo.
man. He said, listen,
Uh, I'll
listen,
get back to you
listen.
on that soon. You feel
Yeah, I
me?
was just about to say,
Yo,
Nigga,
listen, listen.
I get
appreciate
back
you,
to you on that
Ondios.
soon.
Appreciate you, Ondios. Great.
I
Appreciate you
just
for pulling up, man.
so my thing is always have my thing has always been quality. You feel me? Like I don't want to just give or sell y'all anything. That's nasty work to me, right? Like uh, so I want quality Scullies at a decent price. I want quality, like same thing. Like I want to do snapbacks and everything, but I want quality snapbacks at a decent price. So it takes a little while for me to find these things because I'm only one man. You know what I mean? I'm only one man. Uh, but I will tell you this, right? In the very near future, t-shirts will be on the Knicks ish, site. I can promise you that. As far as the Scullies go, gotta give me a little time, homie. That's all I'm saying. I gotta give me, I, gotta give me a little time. You know what I mean? I promise you, it won't be warm by the time I talk about Scullies. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, I don't want to give you no Scullies you wear it a few times and got limp balls on it. Like, nah, man.
Word.
But in the meantime, in between time, go get you a hoodie for those who haven't. You know what I mean? Go get you one of these hoodies. You
Mm,
know what I mean?
Link is
Uh,
down there in the banner.
that's a fact. That's a fact. Patches, stickers, buttons. I could do stickers and buttons. I know a place to do stickers and buttons, but all right. Now you got Uncle Paulie. Now you got me having to rethink everything. But we'll see. I can't tell you what. I can't tell you these things gonna happen. But we
we're gonna
because.
sell shirts that said Jimmy didn't do it.
Yo.
Yo, yo, shout out to everybody that pulled up tonight. If you didn't do so, make sure you hit that like button. Sharing is always caring. Make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell. You know what I mean? So you know where he said Nixon issues for tattoos. That's hilarious. Yeah, yeah. Yo, shout out to everybody that pulled up
Stencils.
again.
AP,
Sharing
what
is
up,
always caring.
AP?
Make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Make sure you visit the Nixon is Shopify. Link is in the banner below. Yeah, I mean,
Help
go
us
get
get
you a
to
hoodie.
500 subscribers. We almost there.
We are
Listen,
working hard
I do.
to give
Oh,
you.
since we talk about merch, I do have an exclusive drop once we hit 500. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's going to be a very limited supply. You know what I mean? First come, first serve. It's fire. As we get closer,
Sneak
I'm gonna
peek.
let y'all see. I'm gonna give y'all a sneak peek when we get closer, but I'm letting you know it's fire.
So tell your
So
friends to tell your friends to tell their friends to subscribe.
Bow.
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, and we see y'all tomorrow. Peace. Let's see if I can get the
Boom,
fireworks
boom. Yeah,
going.
yeah, hit that intro, man.
Well, I'm trying to see if I
Gotta
can get the fireworks going. It don't want, oh no, it's this.
There it is.
Mic check 1, 2. Tell these rappers I'm outside, get them start acting up. Turning hoes to housewives and cleaning the ratchet up. Do it all from boom bap to melody rap. If they can put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like logic's simplicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't see it.